Hi guys, it's Nicole.
Hi, it's Gary. So here we are. We're at Doug's house finally. He
Yeah,
was so generous and kind to take the three of us in while we're in limbo. And boy, let me tell you, uh, limbo is a little bit more than I expected, but Doug has gone out of his way to make us feel comfortable. So it's always good to have a good friend in situations like this.
yeah, exactly. And today is the closing for Atlantis's house, so that's our last big piece in the puzzle. I'm helping my daughter buy her first place. So we go in a couple hours here to sign the paperwork for the closing, and then she gets to get ready to move in. So she's going to be nice and taken care of while we're gone, which has been a big worry of mine. So once this gets over, I will feel much less anxious, and I think that'll be our last piece in the puzzle before we get on the plane.
Yep. And right now we're trying to just wrap up several loose ends. A little funny story. The moving company that we hired uh, in the end was probably the most expensive out of them all, but it is literally door to door. So they came in, they swarmed over the house and packed everything, including some things that we actually didn't mean to ship to Germany, including the title of our car, which I have to sell next week. But the city of Broomfield, DMV, was fantastic to say the least. I was in and out of there in 10 minutes with a new copy of the title. So we can sell the car next week. And today my job is to take River to the dentist, her last dental appointment in America. And yeah, and then mostly we're going to be spending the weekend rearranging everything. We're going to be moving with 5 suitcases, so checked luggage, 3 carry-ons, and that has to be done. Uh, it has to be done in such a way that uh, how do I say it? That it's of course doesn't go over the weight limit and so forth. But another interesting thing was that the movers informed us the day of their packing um, that we cannot take anything food related or medicine related. Um, that provided a bit of another challenge, to say the least. All our vitamins are considered medical. All our spices are considered food. Um, and of course, we're going
The
to.
candles.
Oh, the candles.
They don't let you take candles either.
Yeah, and no liquor. That was like wow. Okay. Um, so so we found ourselves in a bit of a predicament, having to either finish off an entire liquor bar or hand it over to our friend Doug, which I'm sure will be in good hands. And then uh, Now we have a lot of vitamins and medicines. You have a 5-year-old. You have probably a great deal of things, and you know that. So that has to go into our checked luggage now. So we need to make room. And we're going to Germany while there's war in Europe, and so there's a shortage of vegetable oil, which we can't take. But okay, we'll deal with that, I'm sure. Um, the Germans are a resilient people, and I'm sure we'll find replacements for it.
Like butter.
Well, I don't
Does
know.
Germany have butter?
I have no idea. We should check.
Okay.
So, if you're from Germany and leave us a comment, let us know what we're going to find there. Other than that, our ride is organized for our date of departure, which is, like I said, next week, and we'll just see how it goes. And that brings us to my other big snafu,
The connecting flights.
the connecting flights. And I got a really good deal on airplane tickets. As a matter of fact, I paid for all 3 tickets as much as I usually pay for just one of them. Um, so I figured, what's the big deal? We'll get on a plane in Denver, we'll fly to New York, LaGuardia, and then we just transfer over to another airport, JFK, to fly to Germany. We have about 4 hours between flights to get our luggage, get over to the other airport, and get checked in. We'll be recording this because it's sure to be interesting. And our ride in Germany is already arranged, so hopefully that part will go easy. I did check with Lufthansa to see if there are other possible flights. Of course, a lot more money, but I like to be prepared. So there we are.
Yep.
This is where our adventure starts. This is the first in-between home, and we'll have another one in Germany before we have our real home.
How do you feel about that?
Quite all right. And
Yeah.
here's our host.
Hi. You're on YouTube now. River, how do you feel about staying at Doug's house?
Great, and I just am so excited, I can't even wait.
Okay.
So we also had some good news while in the midst of this whole fiasco of a move. I actually shouldn't say fiasco. It was busy, to say the least. And come to find out that Nicole's book was actually won an award. Bookfest it is?
Yeah, it's Bookfest. I won first place for mental health in the Bookfest Book Awards for this year. So very excited.
Was really cool, and it's so close to our departure, and so what was really neat is that there's the American version, and then there's also a UK version that was especially she adapted for England, and but her award we can't ship here, so that has to be sent to Germany. It may get there before we get there, but aside from that, we're all really proud of Nicole, and if you have problems with panic attacks or any kind of PTSD, I've been told I don't have it, but I hear it is a really good and not a massive read. It was very helpful. So anyway, just wanted to slide that in. Every little bit of good news is helpful in these times.
Helping Atlantis and Fire buy their house has been a big part of our moving process because we wanted to make sure that they were squared away, even though they're deciding to stay here and not go to Germany with us. Atlantis wants to major in American Sign Language for college, and clearly she can't do that in Germany, so that was a big deciding factor as well, and just that they have family here and not just us, so they will have a lot of support. Fire's aunt lives in the same complex where they're going to be living, so they have somebody right there that's nearby and they can go to if they need any help, so that makes me feel a lot more reassured as a mom. So yesterday I took my daughter Atlantis and her fiance Fire to go buy their first house, and we had the closing. It was interesting. We met with a mobile notary at Starbucks, and we had to go and get all these different cashier's checks. It was kind of an adventure, driving all over the place for the bank and just making sure we got everything right. And we also had the lease signing at the leasing office for the mobile home community, and that was a lot easier and more smoothly than the closing itself. So everything went really well. They're very excited about their new place, and yeah, everything is good. They're going to their house for the first time, guys. Are you excited for your new house?
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.